Alright, I'm doing a little video here on cutting legs on these beavers. So when I go to cut legs on these beaver, and these are tan ones up here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the legs open so that way when I dampen them down and go to stretch them, they'll stretch a little bit nicer. So there's all kinds of ways of doing it. I'm just going to show you how I like to do it. So what we're going to do, let me see if we're in the frame here. Yep, so we're good. So on these top ones, I like to cut them at an angle, so that's what we're gonna do. So I go ahead and cut everything before it's wetted. That way I don't get all that water all over my blades and get things rusty. So that's all I'm doing here is I'm just cutting it at an angle outwards. So when I cut it at an angle outwards, what that's doing is when I go to stretch it, you can see it helps to make a rectangle, a 90-degree corner here, more or less. And so when I go to stretch it, I'm getting the maximum amount of side here, and then I'm also getting the maximum amount of length here when you go up and down. So that's why I do these. That's why I do these at an angle. So basically, just you got your beaver here, you can see, and we're gonna cut at an angle like this, out. And then, like I said, then what you got is when you stretch it and you come up like this, and then you stretch it this way and you come out like that, you got your length and your width like that, and it works out really good. So we're gonna go ahead and do that with these bottom legs as well. I'm just making sure I'm in the frame. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna go at an angle like that on these as well. And then that gives us our width and our length, same as the top. So it's just a little trick. Some people, they might want to go straight out, but if you go straight out, then what you're going to have is you're going to have a T at the bottom of your beaver. So you're going to come down and you're going to have this straight out piece, and then when you go to do it, both sides are going to kind of look like this, but they're going to be L-shaped like that. So it's going to kind of come out, and then it's going to L-shape a little bit like that, is what I've noticed before. And then you know, if you cut them straight down, if you go to cut these straight down, then what you're going to have is you're going to have a lot of side meat here. You're going to have a tab that comes down like this that you're going to have to deal with when you go to staple so you stretch. But like this, like I said, you cut it at an angle. Like I said, it makes a nice 90 degree because you'll stretch it this way and you'll stretch it this way, and you'll come in here and you got your length and then your width like that. So that's just a quick video I just wanted to do real quick for people that are new into doing this sort of thing. The other thing you can do if you wanted to really get some more stretch out of these, so they come in here and you can actually kind of just come in here and cut the face off like this, kind of just do a little half moon around it like that. Get right behind in the ears here, and just come down like that, go around it. And then what that's going to do is it's going to allow this upper piece of the beaver to really get nice and wide, because it's going to be missing this piece here, and these ears are hard, these eyes are hard, these lips are hard. It's going to allow it to just really just open up and be able to spread and give you more stretch. You can also do that with things like fox, coyote, stuff like that. If you're not going to use the face, just go right up behind the ears, and just on a fox or a coyote, bobcat, whatever, and just cut it off right against the back of the ears as close as you can. Just cut that head off, and that neck once you get it wet and you go to stretch it, it's just gonna just open right up like that, real nice and wide, and it's gonna give you that nice big piece right down the middle that you're looking for. So this is just, like I said, this is just a little trick here on the beaver. Cut them at an angle to get your the most amount out of it that I feel you can. If you guys know other tricks, you can let me know in the comments down below what you think.